Welcome to the ACEVEDO video store, or today we are going to review Terror of Mechagodzilla, also known as, let me pull out my script, Terror of Godzilla. Monsters from an unknown planet destroy Kong, the Earth is in danger. Fight against space, the brood of the devil, Mechacon, and space ogres. Yeah. Very strange titling for a Godzilla movie, including the United States. But in case, it's from 1975, directed by Ishiro Honda for its 45th anniversary. The story takes place after Godzilla defeats Mechagodzilla, from the previous film, so the aliens salvage the remaining parts and rebuild Mechagodzilla. He even has a Mechagodzilla 2 on the side of his arms. With the help of Dr. Mifune. Meanwhile, Dr. Mifune takes control of a sea creature named Titanosaurus. So Godzilla must defeat Mechagodzilla once again, and also Titanosaurus. So that is the basic plot of the film without giving out several plot points to it. The movie is great. I did really like its special effects and the stew acting, but some of the special effects could look a bit dated and more, specifically the projection effects. But in case, the story and characters are interesting, but Dr. Mifune seems like a cliche evil scientist, is in my opinion. And then also it takes more than 40 minutes to reveal Godzilla. But there is a recap in the beginning and featuring Godzilla. But then again, that's just footage from the previous film. I do also like the score for this movie, so I'll give it 4 out of 5 stars. Now, I own this movie on VHS, and Blu-ray, as you see here. Here on the Criterion Collection Spine number 1000, the Showa era films from 1954 to 1975. We're going to go through this later. First, we're going to talk about the VHS tape. The reason that that's on my shelf is because A, it is too big. Let me just present you how big it is. So we have to do it like this in order to fit. Thankfully, at my mom's house, I actually have bookshelves that could actually basically contain that in a space that's like still standing up. So yeah, I don't really have to worry about basically putting on its side. But in case, now let's talk about the tape. So Terror of Mechagodzilla on VHS. This is the officially the back of the box actually spoils the film, possibly a single plot point. So if you're planning, and also it's recorded in EP mode, and my copy of the tape is pretty worn down, as in like it skips several scenes. Some of them are completely black and all that. This is the this is the UPA edited version for television, but I'll get into that later. But I do like in the box it says featuring images of Super B quality taken from the film's original print. This 1978 classic is a valuable collector's treasure. Now, for one thing, 1978 was the release date for the US version, which was renamed The Terror of Godzilla. At least likely it has the UPA edited version for television, which has the correct title, The Terror of Mechagodzilla. So at least likely they actually went to actually got the original Japanese film prints for it. Yeah, so they most likely got a film print of these television version with the correct title, because as the theatrical limited release version of Terror of Mechagodzilla in the United States was called Terror of Godzilla, which is a little bit misleading. Also, this tape is recorded. I already mentioned that. I was about to repeat myself about the EP mode, but then again, EP mode, we all know it's terrible. Well, also after it keeps coming out on DVD. Some are like the correct version, some are the UPA versions, but mainly they have the aspect ratio wrong, so that's why we have the Blu-ray, as you see here. Ooh. The Blu-ray version, and let me show you the disc. Oh gosh, it's currently stabbing my chest, but it's fine. It's the 7th disc and the last film of the entire show era. Also, I want to bring up that the UPA version also censored a few scenes, like mainly cut out the violence and all that. But also, for example, there is one scene where Titanosaurus is attacking Japan, and then there's these two these two boys like try to get to a closer look to Titanosaurus. Then Titanosaurus basically comes towards them, and they're all screaming, "Godzilla, help!" And basically, there's a shot of Titanosaurus basically assuming that he stepped on them, and Godzilla comes out in order to fight him. Now, that's the Japanese version, but in the American version, and we never see that shot of the kids getting stepped on Titanosaurus. It's basically implying that those kids live because of Godzilla. That's the type of violence they're cutting out, in case. But it's not really a spoiler. Of course, we're going to get monsters attacking in Japan in a kaiju film made in Japan, in case. Also, here's the art. It's in the very last page before the page about talking about the restorations. Let me just pull it out. Well, not really pull it out, but show you everybody. Here it is. I do like the comic book style of it. As you see, the interior MECHAGODZILLA. It is in its original uncut version and in the correct aspect ratio. I do really like the HD transfer to it. And yeah, there isn't any noticeable grain. So yeah, so that's all the video. So overall, it's a great movie. I suggest to get this release if you could. It has the correct aspect ratio, and it's on Blu-ray and HD, of course. But in case. So that's all the review. Have a nice day. Later on, come back to our video store.